The people who influenced me, for the most part, I don't know about influence, but made me laugh the hardest, and I guess the influence would be part of that. Was, as a child, starting out with Danny Kaye, Abbott and Costello, Spike Jones, the Marx Brothers. Then a little older, like Ernie Kovacs, Bob and Ray, and Steve Allen, when he first had those late-night shows. Mort Saul, Lenny Bruce, Jonathan Winters, Nichols and May, and that line of craziness, you know. I don't know how many had their influence. Some did, obviously, some more than others. But Danny Kaye was the biggest influence because it made me want to be in show business. So that would have to be the starter, you know.
What are the most dramatic ways you're forced to alter your performances for television?
Well, the most important alteration is that you can't use the body of language that's generally called dirty or bad or filthy language. That's the prime, and that's not a big restriction if you have something to say. Obviously, you don't need a series of street terms to make your ideas clear, but they're very useful at enhancing ideas and enhancing characters, and in and in giving the element of reality to speech that you want. You can suspend that for 6 minutes on television. I wouldn't like to suspend it for 2 hours on the stage because I think it would take something away from, although I'm sure I could do 2 hours without it. I just feel that I'd missed a lot of important emphases if I didn't have access to the whole language, you know. When I was on the Ed Sullivan, this is the funniest censorship one I know of. When I was on Ed Sullivan, I had 2 jokes in one monologue in one 6-minute area I was doing. One was about Wallace. It was during the time of that election. It was about Wallace, George Wallace, and I said, he keeps calling everybody pointy-headed. He refers to pointy-headed intellectuals. I said, have you ever seen the sheets they wear down there, or something like that? It was said better so that it was a good joke. I was referring to the Klan, of course, right? So that was a Klan joke. The other thing was I was referring to little crimes we don't worry about in this country, like padding your income tax, cheating on the expense account, and genocide. And that was right in the middle of the Vietnam War. So they told me I had a choice. They said, you can either have the Wallace joke or the genocide joke, but you can't have both. So I said, take out the Wallace, give me the genocide. Seemed like a better joke. So that's all I can tell you. But you don't go in there to try and change their system, usually. You go in there to fit within it for your own narrow purposes, you know?